well by deep point.
They also have other medium pace options like Thanistain, Taranga Jay Singh as well. Oh, beautiful punch down the ground. Effortless and classy from Mohammad Nasir.
That was as straight as it gets. If you look at his head position, this is right off the textbook there.
Well, 2 overs gone with that brilliant shot. 18 for none. Jivanta continues from that around the wicket angle. Slightly too full there. But so far it's been a cautious start for the Daredevils. Yes, they've got a few boundaries away, but ICW have not bowled too badly here, Eldon.
They've kept the run rate in check. That's a better delivery. Just a little back of the length, angling the ball from around the wicket into the right-hander. Just a single on that occasion.
Yeah, and good field placing as well. Had that very fine backward point for that glide shot. And anytime if there's any mistiming or some extra bounce, you'll be in business there. Nasir coming off that handsome on drive. That was a beautiful shot. He doesn't really press that much on the front foot. Chance for a run out. Rahul Soni was halfway down the track for some reason, and he almost gave his wicket away.
That's a risky single there. The Warriors seem to be on their toes the entire time. Good backing up. At long on, coming halfway through the ground.
Yeah,
what single was taken.
Working hard in the field. And this time Nasir goes downtown. And in fact, it's gone for a maximum. Sweet timing.
Just walking down the pitch and timing it exquisitely. Over long off. That's one for the photographers.
Absolutely nailed it. Stepped into that drive. He knew Jivanta tends to bowl it full, so a calculated risk, and with mid-off up, it was almost a risk-free shot. Still has that deep square leg and that long on, so certainly has to compromise somewhere. Perhaps try to pull his length back, test him on the horizontal bat shots. He does have a catcher at square leg. Break the monotony. Slow delivery, just glided away to short third for a quick single. Good batting.
Rahul and Nasir have a good understanding. They are rotating the strike very well. Not going after the bowler after a boundary is scored. That will definitely put additional pressure on the Warriors.
On the stumps this time and just pushed into the leg side for one. And like you mentioned, excellent communication. End of the over then, 27 for none. So Azim Siddiqui to continue. Still has that slip, deep point and the long off. I think he's bowling well enough to have that long off up, to be honest. Trying to force that off the back foot. Just taking a quick single. That's what Rahul has done really well. Doesn't waste any deliveries, doesn't play a lot of dots. Either he'll pick up a boundary or just rotate the strike.
That's sensible batting. You don't want to accumulate a lot of dot balls. That can definitely add additional pressure towards the end of the innings.
Big drive, but good stop there at extra cover. He just reinforced that field, and that stop needed to be made.
Fielding's been good for the Warriors. Looking at Azim, Ahmed, I agree with you. I would love to see a catch and gully.
Yeah, he has that extra cover, that point, and that fly slip. And Shamim Ali seems to be warming up as well at long off. Nicely played, but there is protection out there, so Azim is doing a very good job indeed. Only conceded 10 runs in his 9 deliveries.
Like the previous match, we see here Azim bowling exactly to his field.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Gentle outswingers outside off on a good length. And this time Rahul Soni losing some patience. Going across the line. He knew there was nobody at deep square leg. So it was a calculated risk, but didn't pay off.
Patience, patience. That is what will count. It will just take one delivery to lose your wicket.
Absolutely, we've seen it's such a belter of a batting surface. 200 plus scored in the previous game, so just take your time. Trying to force it this time onto the leg side. Maybe a hint of frustration. Now he's in fact playing below run a ball, 12 off 13.
I think that could definitely be playing on his mind. Not be too used to having a strike rate below the 100 mark.
Meanwhile, Azim Siddiqui right on the money. Very good consistency. Back cut, but only going to be one to the deep cover. Excellent over. Only 3 runs off it in the end, 30 for none. So Shamim Ali replacing Jivanta. Very impressive young lad. He's got a bit of pace and bounce about him. He's just been struggling for wicket taking form in the recent past, but he's a very fine prospect. Big fan of this lad, and they need to get the field right for him. They're taking that deep square leg and a deep third, so orthodox fast bowler's field, and let's see if he can get it right tonight.
I see Zeb being bowler's captain there, asking Shamim Ali what field he requires. We don't see many captains do that these days.
Yeah, very true. You need to listen to the advice of your big fast bowler. Right then, here we go. Good looking punch through the covers this time, and that will race away down the slope for a beautiful boundary. Rahul Soni finding his groove. And well, it's a no ball as well. Can you believe it, Eldon? Adding salt to the wounds.
That's what a bowler does not like to see, especially the captain. Got a free hit. You can't even change the field because Rahul Soni is still on strike.
That will frustrate any captain for sure. Right then, free hit. And he's drilled it past the cover fielder. Back to back boundaries. Slightly too full, slightly too wide. And Rahul Soni's climbed all over it.
Not the start Shamim would have expected. Still has a few more to go. Can he redeem himself?
And that was a pretty poor fielding effort from Taranga at cover point. Should have backed his bowler there. So he's leaking runs, Shamim Ali. Sometimes by his fault, sometimes not. No change in the field just yet, or have they? Nope. They've just removed Taranga though. I agree with that. 17 off 16 for Rahul Soni. Nasher also looking in good touch, 16 off 10. Now those projected scores are looking a lot more acceptable. Glided down to deep third, and Azim. Well, it took some time for the motor to get started, but he eventually made it.
He's still got those wheels lubricated. They're still running fine.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I wouldn't keep him at deep third, perhaps just at fine leg. Was a bit of an effort for him to get there, but yes, he reached the destination. Already 11 runs off the first 2 legal deliveries. Punched through extra cover and beats the mid-off. Well, he's being just a touch too full here, Shamim Ali. And Rahul Soni is cashing in.
Maybe get one down to deep cover. Bring the third man in. For 2 full deliveries. That's cost him runs.
23 of 18 now. He was 12 of 13 at one stage, so he's really changed the gears. And yes, you can see the captain in deep discussion with Shamim Ali. Right, what do you want to do now? I followed your game plan. It cost me 15 runs. Now maybe you like to listen to me. They've brought in the deep square leg into the ring, and they've pushed the mid-off back to long off, and he's pulled it over that square leg just as he came in, up the slopes for 4.
That was totally unnecessary, but cashed in well by Soni. Guided that right over mid-wicket for a boundary. So go to over for the Daredevils.
And Rahul Soni has moved on to 31 in very quick time indeed. He's been dealing in boundaries. Now the field is scurrying all over the place. What do they do now? Projected scores now looking very ominous. The square leg still remains within the circle next to the leg umpire, and he's just forced it towards that mid-on region. Only going to be 1, but they've taken plenty in this over already.
50 comes up for the Daredevils in quick time, just under 5 overs. Good partnership to begin with for the opening stand.
Yeah, all the good work done by Azim Siddiqui has been let go of in this over. Very expensive. It usually is the 5th and 6th over that are the most expensive in power play. Now they've brought in that deep third into the ring, and there's a deep cover going out to Mohammad Nasher. Slow delivery, outside edge, and just past that short third. Well, can you believe it? How many boundaries have we had in this over? 5 of them. 54 for none at the end of 5. And this was slightly unlucky, but well, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Azim Siddiqui back into the attack for his third over. Oh, this has been carved over point, and the deep cover has no chance as Charvi joins me in the comm box. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Ahmad, and a very good evening. What a wonderful display of batting this has been from these two openers. The 58-run partnership and beautiful show of the bat. We were just discussing off air a few moments ago. Love the way the light's hitting the willow. Good show of the bat there. Azim Siddiqui once again. Full length delivery, this time over the head of the bowler. Though we'll find the fielder. But this is good stuff here from the Daredevils. 59.
Yeah, this move to open with Rahul Soni, usually bats at number 3, number 4. It's been an inspired choice. And just that one over from Shamim Ali where the wheels truly came off, 5 boundaries, and now they're looking in very solid position. 60 for none after 5.2 overs. That's a dream power play.
Maintaining that run rate of 11.3. Rahul 37 of 22. Nasheer 20 of 11. Azim Siddiqui slowish delivery, slightly loopy, but watched it well. These two have kept the fielders really busy, very, very busy.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, orthodox cricketing shots. It's not been slogging across the line. They've played the ball on merit and hit them in the right areas, past the fielders, through the inner ring. Quality batting.
Good length delivery, now right ahead, rocket speed that. Rocket speed that. Over there the bowler Azim Siddiqui.
Yeah, he was in the firing line. First from the batter and then his own fielder. Took a tumble there. That was hit with some serious power.
Look at that.
Oh.
Stayed flat on the ground. Stayed flat on the ground. But good effort there in the deep as well. Not a bad effort. This is the final over of the power play.
Oh, and has he got him? Big appeal. But the umpire is unmoved. Azim was convinced. And it has been given. Yes, it has. So it was a prolonged, protracted appeal. Nasheer at first was not willing to leave the park. But now it has been given with confirmation from the leg umpire. And he is still quite upset about it. But what matters is making the right decision.
Mohammad Nasheer. Not a bad delivery that from Azim Siddiqui. Will have to make the long walk back into the dugout. He scored a very quick 21 of 12. He was looking really, really good. But he will have to make the walk back. 62 for 1 after 5.5. Jersey number 10, Harun Goss joins the skipper out there in the middle for the Dubai Daredevils. Rahul steady on 38 of 23 at the current run rate. We are looking at a score of over 200.
Yeah, he's not been among the runs, Harun Goss. Some low scores, but making his comeback into the side after having missed out in the previous game. But a quality player, good, solid middle order batter, and he's the anchor for the Dubai Daredevils.
Azim Siddiqui once again takes a few steps forward, drives and drives nice. Gets off the mark with a classy shot there right away to end the power play. 6 gone, it's 63 for 1.
Taranga Jayasinghe, medium pacer. He likes to come from around the wicket. Can be a handy option. And a new partnership being established at the crease here, Jarvi.
They will need a partnership going if the target is what they are looking to achieve. So Taranga, he's been brought into the attack on the other side of the power play. Pushed away just the single. Good cricket this from Harun. He's just walked in. He's getting those singles in. Rotate the strike. You know your partner on the other end has been well set. Let him go for the big hits.
Yeah, he's a busy player, so to speak. We'll keep that scoreboard ticking along. And yes, Rahul Soni batting beautifully. 38 not out of 23. Looking for a big score.
Push it away. The ball will go a long, long way. Down through the extra cover boundary for 4.
Well, that's his high scoring zone, Rahul Soni. Slightly too full there from Taranga. Became a bit of a half volley. And he's climbed all over it. Yeah, there you can see. Sweetly struck once again.
Mighty, mighty impressed by Rahul Soni tonight. Once again, shuffles across, a bit of a variation in pace from Taranga.
Now you're asking for trouble with the short third up. Needs to be a lot straighter there.
Once again, pulled away through square leg this time. No mistake there. Like a bullet through the fence for 4.
Well, you have third man up and nobody at deep square leg. So you have very few areas where you can bowl, and short on leg stump. Easy pickings for Rahul Soni. Very easy pickings.
Good roll of the wrist as well. Very good roll of the wrists. Kept the ball to the ground. Usually pull shots, sometime in the air. Kept it through the ground. The ball kissing the surface as it runs through. 72 for 1. He's on 46 of 26.
Well, now he's made that adjustment and posted that deep square leg on the fence.
Drives nice.
Well, I thought Harun Ghosh was in trouble there. Thankfully, had turned around in time.
Nine runs have come from this over so far. Slowish through the air this time. And they'll just pick the single. Rahul Soni to keep strike. 7 gone, 73 for 1.
New bowler in is Thynus Stain, so Shamim Ali hasn't been brought back into the attack after getting carted for 20 odd. And Thynus Stain, a decent batting all-rounder, needs to give a couple of good overs here for the side.
Also brings in the multinational touch to the ICW squad. Run rate hovering around 11 runs and over. 10.5, 11. That's really where they've been. Thynus Stain. Fuller delivery has hit him right on the ankle there and deflected towards the offside. Otherwise, it would have come straight down the ground. Good shot that.
Yeah, fist bumps all round. He seems to be all right. And like you mentioned, the multicultural squad. Thynus from South Africa. Then we have Shamim Ali from India. A lot of players from Sri Lanka as well. Prateek in the side as well. He's from India. And of course, we have a few Pakistani players. So truly a cosmopolitan side. Had a dip at that one, Harun Ghosh. And you can see he's just lacking runs. Not quite timing the ball just yet.
There's so much happening out there in the field. Fielders are busy. The batsmen, they look busy.
Yeah, we're the only ones who are staying still. Everybody else is moving around.
Oh, somebody's got to stay still. Staying once again. Slowish through the air. Waited for it a tad bit. On drive and the ball is running away. But he did get a hand at it. Will reduce the pace of the ball, but a comfortable couple of runs. 3, I beg your pardon. I think they've gone for 3.
Well, once again, they start the overs out without a deep square leg. That always leaves one side of the fence completely exposed. And thankful to that fielder next to the leg umpire, got a hand on it. Otherwise, that would have been an easy 4.
It's a good thing you picked up the deep square leg fielder, Ahmed. Especially the balls that are going down the leg side, very easy to adjust. You've got a lot of time, either you want to play towards mid-wicket or towards square leg. Full length, he waited for it, he knew it was going wide outside, cut it away, through the point fence for 4, and the 50 comes up for the skipper.
Fantastic innings by the skipper, leading from the front. And look at the way he created that shot. Jumped across his crease, well outside off, and just cracked it behind the point fielder. Even the deep third had absolutely no chance. 9 crisp, clean boundaries in that 50.
It truly looked like he knew exactly where Stain was going to bowl beforehand. He moved across. Once again moving across. Has pulled it away just over that fielder at shot fine. And it will run away to the fine leg boundary. Backward square leg boundary, I beg your pardon.
Well, once again, you're exposing that one side of the field, and Rahul Soni is taking calculated risks. Manufactured that shot, bit of a bottom edge, but once it got over that short fine, acres of space to find the fence.
To him, the cricket ball would be looking in the size of a football by now. That's how much eye-in he's got. With the World Cup on the other side.
Nicely done, Jarvi. Good reference.
It's usually like that.
Wait.
Full toss delivery will be called a no ball, pushed away. And yes, the confirmation from the umpire, it's a no ball, and we have a free hit in play.
Well, is that the first sign of the dew there? Slipping out of the bowler's hand. It will certainly kick in. It's about almost 10 p.m. local time, so it will get quite muggy. The outfield would start to get soggy and make it difficult to grip the ball. Free hit. And Harun Ghosh has launched it over extra cover right on top of our com box for a maximum.
How good is that shot? He knew, he moved across already, got closer to the ball, underneath, and lofted it over. End of the 8th, 93 for 1. our dear friend Taranga to continue. Almost getting to the halfway mark of this innings.
Well, that's given as a wide. I feel that's slightly harsh. But fair enough, he'll have to bowl it again. Muscled it over his non-striker. Haroon Ghaus has to be careful. And well, Rahul Soni now 57 of 33. He's got plenty of time here, Chavi. Can he get that magical triple figure score here?
Well, he does have, it's gone high up in the air, he's got that edge. Taranga will run behind it, but will land in no man's land. Need to be calculated there, Haroon.
Yeah, that was a strange shot to play. I guess he'd forgotten it wasn't a free hit. Still looking to play his shots. And got away with that one.
Steps out, slash through, and well, no chance for the fielder there. That's how good that shot was from Rahul Soni. Down the ground for 4.
Brings up the 100 for the Daredevils. And it's just 8.5 overs gone by. Shamim Ali overrunning the ball there. You'd expect better from a player of his quality.
Flighted delivery this time, a huge appeal. And the umpire has gone into to check with the third umpire. To me, from where we saw it, Ahmed, looked like his foot was well grounded, but we'll have a look at that.
Well, this is a very key moment in the game. Rahul Soni, one shot too many there. And the wicketkeeper had the bails off in a flash. But did he lift that back foot? That is what we need to check. Umpire Vipin Singh wasn't sure. So we've entrusted it to our third umpire.
Given not out there, gets a live Rahul Soni. Make it count.
Yeah, good decision given quickly. That's the right approach. Don't waste any time. But Taranga switching to spin now. And this has been launched over extra cover. One bounce over the rope. Fantastic striking by Rahul Soni.
Absolutely in control. Look at that. Shuffled through a little bit. All he had to do was clear that inner circle fielder there at short extra.
Yeah, that was a difficult shot to play. Inside out, over extra with the bowler coming around the wicket. Incredible timing on that one.
104 for 1. This is over number 9. Rahul 65 of 36. And giving him company on the other end, Haroon, he's on 12-6, 42 runs worth this partnership now. Shortish delivery, wanted to pull it away. One bounce will be fielded by the bowler itself. End of the over, 9 gone, 104 for 1.
So the new bowler into the attack is Lucky Abbas. Let's see what he can produce. Love the bandana. And love the off spin as well. Nicely bowled.
sharp through the air there. Caught the batsman to think. Quicker one this time, gets the outside edge. And well, no troubles there. Will run to the fence. 4 runs.
Well, that was a very poor delivery, short and very wide. Basically a free hit for Harun Ghosh. Thickish outside edge, but with third man up, that was always going to be 4 runs.
.46 runs worth partnership. Lucky Abbas coming in once again. Waited, caught it, runs away, and a dive, a desperate dive by the fielder in the end. Sensational that. Another boundary.
Well, 50 partnership is raised, and precision like a surgeon from Harun Ghosh. Just tapped the ball off the stumps into the gap. Beautifully done. Another boundary. This time over square leg. Very adventurous shot. You can see the Daredevils boys are really enjoying themselves out there.
They're hammering them all over the ground.
And Lucky Abbas not proving to be that lucky for his side so far. This time he goes over extra cover for a huge maximum. Wow!
Straight into the nets. What a good shot that was. Harun Ghosh slammed it onto the offside. 120 on board when we're still not halfway through. One more delivery to go in this 10th over.
Unbelievable striking. They've taken 16 off this over, and they can make it 20 now. That fine sweep, nobody's gonna catch up to it. Fantastic batting by the Daredevils. 124 for 1 at the halfway stage.
Halfway through the stage, 124 for 1. Taranga will continue from the far end. And while Taranga continues, we've got a bit of a change in the voice in the comm box. We have Eldon that joins us back while Emma takes a short little breather. Fuller, full toss, driven away. A late drive there, and the ball is running away. A bit of a sprint, a bit of a run there for Shamim. But there is no stopping that for.
Just guided that to coming down the wicket. Not much effort from the cover fielder there. So the deep cover had to make that sprint, but in vain.
Taranga once again, full length delivery, much better delivery then. Better line. We'll play it back to the bowler, so no chance of a run. Dot delivery. Short pitch, weighted and cuts. Good piece of fielding.
Azim all round in the action there. Still getting those legs going.
Smart cricket this. You know there is no in-close fielder. You can put the pressure on right away by taking a quick single. And the intent was good, looking for the 2. It's always good to show that intent. It puts the pressure on to the fielder coming in from the deep to cut the ball in very quickly.
Getting those singles in, very important. Down the wicket. It's going all the way. There's no stopping to that. Rahul Soni races away to 76 of just 41. One more delivery to go in this over. Good timing there. The fielder has to go get the ball.
So 136 for one. Taranga comes in once again. Short pitch delivery, glided off. Scintillating that. Scintillating shot that. What a shot to end the over. A maximum brings him on to 82. 11 gone. It's 142 for one.
Varun introduced into the attack. Looks like Zeb has made that change. Varun getting his fielders right before he could start bowling. He's getting his long off. Sweeper cover. He's got a deep mid wicket. Deep long on. He's losing his footing a bit there. Maybe he wants to get his arm rolling before he actually balls the first legal delivery. Oh, there was some bounce there. A little short.
Got an odd bounce off the turf. Comes in once again. Fuller this time. Not a bad shot that. Easy single there.
As you said, Chavi, sensible batting by the two. Getting those singles in those gaps between the fielders. It's a big ground here. Easy singles can be taken.
Run rate 12.6. Short pitch, waited and pulled away. But they've got cover. Better field placement this time round. They want to, and they get them comfortably.
Bowling a bit on the shorter side. Can be deceiving at times. He's got enough cover for that. As long as the batsmen make no mistake there.
Fuller length delivery, steps out this time, over, flatter six that, straight into the fence. The 90 comes up for the skipper.
Whatever touches his bat has gone right over the ropes. No half measures by Soni.
Moves across this time and has pulled it away and has gone straight to the fine leg boundary for 4. The 155 comes up for the Daredevils. What a display of batting. He's literally moved to the 7th or the 8th stump and he's pulled it away from there, putting the pressure on the bowler. When you know the batsman is shifting across, where do you really bowl to him?
You got to get that quick one in. Flat, quick, full. Well, it looks like it was too late. Full toss. It's a good shot for the single. Well fielded. Aitaranga.
End of the 12th, 156 for 1. As entertaining it is out there in the middle, inside this wonderful com box, it's entertaining as well.
Absolutely. We've had an entertaining match this evening and an entertaining match going on at this moment. Tanniston, the attack, trying to cut, straighter one, misses it right into the keeper's gloves.
Pull the pace back at the last minute on that one, Stain. Always a good variation to bring, especially for a pacer. When you pull the pace back at the last minute, it gets a little difficult to connect. Short pitch delivery this time, an uppercut, and that's going to run away. Easy pickings. All he had to do was place it, waited for it at the last moment. He knew exactly where he was hitting it. 4 runs.
Sony watched this ball all the way onto his bat and guided it right past the backward point fielder. He's just 1 away from that 100.
And it's come in 48 deliveries. Mind you, it might be the 49th delivery that he's going to get it on. Pressure on Stain right away.
Is that a 6? Does he finish that off with a 6? Nonetheless, it's a brilliant 100 by the captain. The umpire signals that a 4. He's played a captain's knock. And most certainly, the Daredevils would want this to be a winning captain's knock towards the end of the game. Played at a 210 strike rate. Brilliant batting by Sony.
3 6s, 16 4s. Slammed away this time. Just for a single. Good cricket this. Very good cricket this from the skipper himself and his partner. Let's not take anything away from it. Also the 100-run partnership comes up. He's given him good company. He's on 34 of 15. Thynes once again comes in. Short pitch delivery. We play the late cut. The ball will go to third man. Just a single.
100-run partnership coming in just 42 deliveries. Good contribution by Shahid, 35 of just 16. Both batters have played sensibly. They've put away the bad ones. They respected the good ones. And that's down to long off. That'll just be a single. So end of the over is 167 for 1.
Varun to continue. Hoiked up in the air. Is this going all the way? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. He's come with a mission. I am not going to stop. Got the width. Was going down the leg side.
Picked it up on the full. Hoisted that over long off. High and handsome.
And well, that'll be the end of the skipper and his innings. Gets him stumped, did step out a little bit, no time, and the keeper does well. Varun Kumar, he gets his man, short of the length delivery, wanted to play it, and good glove work there from the keeper. And the second wicket there, second wicket there to fall. Rahul Soni, what an innings for him to play. 111 for him, with just 53 deliveries. And he's going to have to walk back into the dugout, and all applause there for the skipper. Aziz is the new man in. 173 for 2, 13.2. Abdul Aziz for the Dubai Daredevils. Flashy red helmet there.
More on the likes, the helmets that Afghanistan uses. Varun, they're getting the important wicket of Soni. Well deserved 100. He's done the job for the team. Now his team needs to do the job for him.
Cut away this time. They want two fresh legs, so they will get it comfortably. The foundation is set. All they need to do is continue, keep the same run rate on, keep at the same pace, take the innings all the way ahead. This is over number 14. You've still got 6 more overs to go in this innings. Shot is delivery, controlled shot. Couple of bounces will find the fielder in the deep. Just a single.
If they can just knock around a few singles, then go for the big one. Oh, do you not think that could have been a little tight?
Close call there.
Close call there, yeah.
Close call for the wide. Waits, cuts, chase for the fielder. Will he get there? Yes, he will. Will save a couple of runs for his side. 14 gone. The 180 up for 2.
$180 for 2 to 14 overs. Lucky Abbas, not so very lucky in his first over. Went for 20 runs. Hopefully he gets lucky in the next few that he bowls. He's ensuring that his field is set according to how he needs to bowl. Moving his arms around. Mid wicket comes in. Oh, that's timed. That's timed. But not timed well enough. Falling short of the fielder. And just for a single.
Staying the fielder there in the deep. Did have to cover some part of the ground. That'll be definitely called a wide. Look at the projections there. The run rate 12.9, looking at a 254 score. That's going to be a good score. Once again, a late cut was in the air for a while. Just that single.
Warriors would definitely need to keep a check on those extras as well. Extras have been very costly to teams. They've easily bowled about 3 overs on an average due to the extras bowled every innings. Smacked hard, but just finds the bowler again.
4 runs have come in this over so far. Back of the length. Well judged and very well played. Slightly better line there from Lucky Abbas. Needs to bowl in closer to the right-hander. Don't give him room. Between the legs, gets that outside edge. The ball will run away to fine leg fence for 4.
It seems no one knew how that happened. Just edged, just missing the stumps, missing the keeper. Keeper had no clue. You can't blame the keeper there. It's more of a T20 modern day shot played there. You see a lot of these shots played in T20s in England. Variety of shots there.
This time gets the outside edge and will be a comfortable catch. That'll be the end of Harun Ghosh. And he will have to walk back into the dugout. Not a bad innings for him. 41. Would have loved to make it to his 50, but a comfortable catch there by Azim Siddiqui. And that'll be wicket number 3. 15 gone. It's 189 for 3.
Varun Kumar continues to bowl from the academy end, and in the com box, that's a 4. That's a poor delivery. Again, another no ball over the waist, and that's a free hit. And just to free a previous commentator here, we have Ahmed Waja, who's joining in again for the next, who'll be taking us through till the end of the innings. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Eldon. Yeah, free hit immediately on offer. And he swung for the fences, Abdulaziz, but not quite connected. So it's been a bowling no-show from ICW, unfortunately. Rahul Soni with that quick fire 100. outstanding knock. Haroon was chipping in with 41 in quick time. Abdulaziz Ansari and Mohit Raghav. Interesting to see him batting at number 5 today. Usually bats in the lower order, known more for his bowling. But I guess they want to do a few experiments tonight with such a massive score already on the board. Projected scores looking very dangerous indeed. But this has been sliced in the air, long on settling, and takes a very good catch. So that move has not paid off. Varun Kumar gets Mohit for a golden duck.
2 quick wickets here, and it was high in the air. Well judged, well taken. He was already on the ground there. It looked like he could have dropped that, but he had his eyes on the ball until it sat in his palm. Mohit Raghav goes for 0. It's 195 for 3. I beg your pardon, it's 195 for 4.
So Ali Gohar, known more for his bowling, but coming in at number 6. Varun Kumar among the wickets. Oh, that's a beauty. Beats the outside edge. And a bit of an appeal, and yes, we'll go upstairs to the third umpire for confirmation, whether it's out or not, but I think he might be in his crease.
Quick work by Shivanta. Seeing the opportunity.
Yeah, that back foot was certainly down, but at the moment the bails were taken off. That's what we need to check. Well, the call has come through. It's not out, so we move on with the game. But Varun Kumar, despite it all, hasn't bowled too poorly, Eldon.
I agree with you, Ahmed. She's given 33, but then he's asked those important questions there. Being the leg spinner, not a very easy job there. And you don't see a lot of leg spinners these days. He's coming around the wicket. He's again bowled that over the waist. You got to wait for the umpire's call.
Yeah, hints of that wet ball there. Leg umpire has let it go, but he's certainly struggling to grip the ball and rip it. That was very close indeed. So I think we need a bowling change here after this over. Get the fast bowlers on. Shamim Ali has 3 overs up his sleeve. Yeah, that's better. Nicely drilled towards long off. That's where Varun Kumar needs to be. Well, that will conclude his over. 2 for 35 so far. 197 for 4. Lucky Abbas back into the attack. Took a bit of tap in his earlier spell. An off spinner bowling the 17th. Well, he'll need to be very, very good indeed. Pushed to long on for 1 by Abdulaziz Ansari, giving the strike to Ali Gohar. And I think he's going to aim for the fences here, Eldon.
Just got under 4 overs left. They've got wickets in hand. Should be a clear message that they should go after it.
Yeah, no point holding back now. go for that big score. Maybe try to aim for 250. Those are the kind of mini goals you need to set yourself to improve as a side. Fair enough, you're dominating the game, but strive to be better. Nicely sliced, but straight to the point fielder. They will pick up one.
Lucky Abbas bowling those tight lines. The last few overs of the game, keeping that off stump line, not giving enough room.
Drilled through extra cover this time. That has gone like a bullet to the fence. 200 up for the Daredevils.
Just giving enough room to Abdul Aziz there. He's not going to let that go.
No chance for the extra cover. He could barely move, and that ball was past him. There you can see us in the dugout, me and Eldon, looking very sharp, coming off his 5k run in the morning.
It was 10k.
I came off, 10k, pardon me. Drilled down the ground, straight into the side screen. A hit me delivery, and Aziz Ansari said, I'll have a piece of that.
Lucky's second over, just conceded only 5 runs, but he's going for plenty in this over.
Yeah, just losing his length. The counter attack is on. That was better. Lofted and dropping in front of the long off. Didn't go for the catch there. I think that was Prateek. That is where he needed to bowl. Slightly fuller, slightly outside off. If the batters are going to go after you, fair enough, but make it difficult for them. You've taken plenty off this over. 11 runs already. And it will remain within that. 12 off the over, in fact. 209 for 4 with 3 overs to go. Well, this is a very interesting decision for me, Eldon. They're having a leg spinner bowl the 18th over. Varun will continue his spell. This is mighty risky.
They still have their fast bowlers who have a few overs remaining. Don't really see this as a wise move, but if it pays off, nothing like it.
Most certainly. And Aziz Ansari will certainly be looking to counter-attack in the red helmet, the red lid. Varun hasn't bowled too badly, to be honest. Oh, nicely done. He's flighting it in the and landing it in the right areas, making it difficult for the hitters.
He saw him coming down the wicket, adjusted his line in length. Did not give Aziz that room he was looking for.
Big shot towards long off, and he's dropped the catch, and it's gone for 4 as well to add salt to the wounds.
He knew the batsmen are going to come down the wicket. They are going to throw the kitchen sink at it. There was an opportunity there. It's gone begging.
Jaya Vikrama there, the fast bowler. Usually a pretty safe fielder. That one was certainly grasped. Cut away hard towards that deep cover, and he won't reach it. Beautifully placed by Ali Gohar.
Need to keep bowling to your field. It's a little bit more turn than expected. His sprint has gone in vain. No chance for the fielder.
Yeah, he was stationed more towards extra cover, hence that gap. Oh, that's well bowled, right in the block hold. He certainly has pretty decent control for a leggy. But it's just been that kind of day. Everything has gone wrong for the Warriors.
Varun may require a little bit more protection, but it's his last delivery now.
Big hit down the ground. Long on. Another excellent catch by Shamim Ali. He's been as safe as a house on that long on fence. And Varun gets his third wicket.
Yes. Shamim has been in the action throughout at that long on boundary. Safe as anyone can imagine. Abdulaziz goes for 17. It's 220 for 5.
Jivantha coming back into the attack. Well, he's only gonna bowl 1 over of his allotted 4. So certainly relied on the spin tonight. The ICW captain. Let's see if Jivantha can deliver some good 6 deliveries here. 220 already on the board. And Ali Gohar goes downtown, just splicing it. New batter in is Ashish. Ashish Sharma, known more for his fast bowling. But let's see if he can wield the long willow here. Hit a few sixes, Eldon. Maybe one aiming for us.
One aiming for us. Jivantha again into his delivery stride. Just picks that up to mid wicket just for a single, giving the strike to Ali Gohar, who's been there for quite some time now. 9 deliveries, he scored 14. Looks in good touch there.
Double Nelson on the board. Well, that just shows you what a good batting track it is. This time once again a miss hit towards long on and taken. Shamim Ali, well, he got hammered in the bowling, but his catching has been outstanding.
Ahmed, as you mentioned, double Nelson. Even on a single Nelson there was a wicket, and now on a double Nelson. What a coincidence there.
Well, now Shamim has got a big smile on his face, and why not? He's made his contribution. Ali Gohar gone for 14 of 10. It's double Nelson for 6. New batter in is Mohammad Hanif. He played a brilliant cameo in the previous game. Got a bit of a demotion tonight. And just pushes it out to the covers for 1.
They've got 2 new batters at the crease. There should be an opportunity for ICW to capitalize and dry up the runs in the last few deliveries.
Yeah, can they keep it to around 235? Maybe that would be a bit of a moral victory. Give them some self-belief going into their batting effort. That one coming into Ashish. Nicely squeezed there. Jivantha has bowled pretty well in this 1 over.
We've seen this in the previous game as well. The opening bowlers going for runs and then coming back strongly towards the death overs. We see the same reflection in this match as well.
Oh, down the leg side. Just trying a bit too much there to get it coming into the body. Straying. And hence have to bowl that again. Good work by the keeper. Otherwise that would have been 5 wides. There's absolutely no one at fine leg. It's very square and within the ring. Outside edge and taken. Well, Jivanta is picking up some late wickets here. That was a sharp catch, and Ashish has to depart.
That was a good catch. That was traveling. It deflected off the bat and well taken to the right by the wicket keeper. Sharma goes for 1, is 224 for 7.
New batter in is the Sri Lankan all-rounder Charit Nirmal. He will be off strike though. Excellent over from Jivanta. Couple of wickets and kept the run scoring down. So that 235, like we mentioned, Eldon, is certainly looking very possible at the moment. Azim Siddiqui to bowl the final over. And he's beaten him outside off. He's just not wavered from that off-stump channel at all.
He bowled great in his first spell and he continues the same way in the last over of the innings. No shift.
Certainly been the pick of the bowlers for the International Cricket Warriors. Consistent, unflappable. Bit of a leg cutter there, off the pads. Only going to be 1. So that's a rare bad delivery he's bowled, and even then it's only a leg by.
He's cutting down the pace in the last over of the innings. Wasn't the same case when he was bowling his first spell. We saw some rippers off the pitch.
Yeah, he was getting that ball to talk for sure. Excellent consistency. Slower delivery, clipped in the air. Deep mid-wicket. Will clean it up and they'll gather 2. So the problem for the Warriors tonight was their primary fast bowlers, Shamim Ali and Thynis Stain, both got hammered. So they had to over-rely on the spinners. And I think they did a pretty decent job, all things considered.
Yes, absolutely. Warren being the pick of the spinners, taking 3 wickets, those middle overs.
Oh, it's gone straight up, leading edge. Who's going to get underneath it? Nobody. Well, that's just the way it is. That's white ball cricket for you. You produce a genuine wicket taking chance, but since everybody is on the boundary, nobody is there to grab it.
Yep, that one falling in no man's land. Azim doing a good job this over.
I think they can go in to the dugout feeling a lot better about themselves. Oh, hit straight, hit hard. Good fielding at long off by Varun himself. Keeps them to 1. So that 235, in fact, they've done even better than that, barring a 6 here. So they've reined it back. They picked up wickets. And we know it's an absolute belter of a batting track. No ghosts in this surface.
Warriors on the final delivery of the innings.
Oh, hit in front of the pad, stifled appeal. But in the end, I think the International Cricket Warriors have done a very good job in the last 4 or 5 overs. Picked up wickets consistently. They've cut down the run scoring. And in the end, the Daredevils close on 230 for 7 in their allotted 20 overs.
Absolutely. They've kept the extras down as well. It was more of the batting effort by the Daredevils. They had to put in that extra effort and they've scored 230 for 7. Rahul Soni, the pick of the batsman, playing a captain's knock, well supported by Harun, 41 of 22 balls. A bit of a cameo by Abdulaziz and Ali Gohar, chipping in those valuable runs in the middle. And 19 extras given by the Warriors. That's something that they need to look at. 3 extra overs bowled.
Taking a look at the bowling, Jivanta Jayavikrama 2 for 23 did a decent job. Azim Siddiqui was the standout bowler for me, 1 for 25 in his 4 overs, and Varun Kumar with his quickish leg spin 3 for 46 did a very good job as well. That big partnership of 100 and plus runs for the second wicket between Harun Ghaus and Rahul Soni setting the stage for this big score. So 231 is the target for the international Warriors. Need to go at a required run rate of 11.5. We'll take a very short break and be right back for their run chase at the Arabian Cricket League. Stay tuned. Right then, second innings about to get underway. Mohammad Raghav with the new ball in hand for the Daredevils. It's a pretty hefty target. Let's see if the ICW can chase it down. Big swish outside off stump. And joining me in the comm box for what should be a pretty exciting run chase, it's the one and only Jarvi Bhatt. Good evening, Jarvi. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Ahmed, and very good evening to you as well. What an exciting and power-packed innings that was, the first. 230 on board. A couple of wickets did fall towards the end of the innings. In the last 5 overs, a lot of wickets did fall, but I think that foundation that was built was brilliant.
Nicely tucked into the leg side by Srivanta to get off the mark. Looks a pretty easy pace track. Not much movement out there for the fast man. We saw that outstanding 100 by the Daredevils captain Rahul Soni. 111, and he scored that in just 13 overs. That was absolutely incredible.
He went after the bowlers right from the ball one, something that worked in his advantage. So 230 needed. They will have to maintain the score of close to 12 runs and over. In this format, if you've got good bowlers, that bit difficult going with that one slip to keep that pressure on.
Sliced behind point by Taranga. Oh, there would have been a run out. He would have been gone by a couple of yards there. Srivanta needed that direct hit.
We'll keep the batsman in check. Hey, don't be cheeky with us. Oh, the direct hit would have put him in a lot of trouble.
Very, very lucky there to survive that scare. So they're living on the edge already. Like you mentioned, required run rate is 11.7 to be precise. So going at 12 runs per over for 20 overs, that will take some doing. At the very least, you need a strong power play. And that has been smoked through mid-wicket. Nobody anywhere around it. 4 runs.
Erring in line, Mohit. Going down the leg side. You need to keep it tight. You've got to keep the pressure on. You've got to keep it tight. Remember, it's a 200 total. It shouldn't go in vain. The effort.
And there was only a mid-on and a deep square leg. So plenty of room on the leg side. Confident start for Srivanta. Looks a handy player. Fluent on the leg side. And a bit of a leading edge there towards mid-off. They will pick up one. And a very wild throw. Done well by Rahul Soni. And Mohit Raghav giving his mid-off a quizzical look. What were you doing there?
And they will be or have to be on their toes. ICW would have come with a plan. With as per the conversation at the toss with the skipper of ICW, he did mention that he wanted to restrict them to a 160, but this is far ahead of that 160.
Forcing shot through the offside. Fielder giving chase, but he'll have to give it up. That's a wonderful shot by Taranga Jayasena. Productive first over. Good intent shown by the Warriors. 11 for none. Shazib Khan getting a game today with the new ball coming in from the school end. Oh, that's got the splice of the bat and nobody around it. What a start for this young pacer. Fantastic.
Very, very good start. That fiery delivery. Look at how that came in, and he didn't anticipate it. Took Taranga a little bit by a shock.
But now we're talking. Somebody with real heat, getting that extra bounce off a length. Excellent seam position, and very lucky for Srivanth to get away with that one.
This is exactly what we speak about when you know you've got a big total on board. Get your bowlers in, get that pressure coming in. They're going with the one slip.
Add another, I reckon. He's bowling well. Look at that pace and bounce. That's more like it. The atmosphere at the ground has completely changed.
219 needed from 112. It's a mammoth of a task. The run rate still 12 per over, and they need to get to that. They did get 11 of the previous.
Yeah, Shahzeb is looking like a handful here. Running in with a lot of purpose and intent. Good body language. Forcing them on the back foot. Quick single taken to the covers. Yeah, I think that's the right policy when somebody is bowling with that kind of speed.
"13 for no loss." This is over number 2, and good start here from Shahzeb. He's bowled 3 deliveries, given away just the 2 runs. What does he have in store for the remaining 3 to the left-hander?
Very accurate with that line. A bit too short for my liking, but right on that off stump. And there you can see he's hitting the bat hard there, Charvi.
He's hitting the deck hard as well. He's bending his back. You know how we say the pacers? Bend your back, hit the deck. Time and again, the same spot. He did it for the right-hander and now for the left.
Yeah, I like that attitude he has. He walks to his run-up with purpose. Really sprints in at the crease. Good balance, repeatable action. Off the back foot this time, but very straight. Good fielding by the mid-off. You need to be alert in those hot spot regions. And so far, he's only conceded 2 runs right on the money.
This will bring a little bit of a pressure on. When you've got runs on one end, you expect to get runs on the other end as well. But when a bowler comes in so fiery, it will bring a little bit of a pressure. You know what will happen? If they're bowling in tandem from the other end, there might be some chances that might get created.
Moves his deep third even finer now. And there is a short fine leg in position. So perhaps looking to test him with the short ball again. And pulled away beautifully by Srivanth. He was ready for that one and just swiveled with it. That's a top shot. And picks up a boundary to conclude the over. 17 for none. Let's take a look here. He was ready for it. Excellent balance. Still at the crease. And just whacked it to the square leg fence. So Mohit Raghav needs to take inspiration from his new ball partner. Needs to bowl with a lot more verve. Went for 11 in his first over. Flicked in the air, just short of the mid wicket. That was not a shot in control at all.
Something that I really like, Ahmed, which is really, really good, that is happening out there in the field is the fielders, they're releasing the ball from their hands very, very quickly, and that's very important. It keeps the batsman in check. We cannot let loose. We can't take those cheeky singles. These guys are on top of it. I will miss 5 shots to the stump. The 6th one I will hit. That will be in the mind of the batsman. So pressure is on here on both ends. Swing and a miss, and will be called a wide by the umpire. Slightly harsh, I think.
Yeah, that was a shot of desperation from Taranga. Absolutely no feet movement. Chasing the ball with his hands. And Mohit usually gets that in swing going, not quite getting it right in this mini burst so far. So he needs to be a lot more accurate, a lot more penetrative. Ring field on the offside. There is a deep square leg in place for him as well. Oh, that's gone through everything. How has that missed the off stump? Good take by the keeper as well.
The skipper, Rahul Soni, what a day he's had out there. Good take. So except that wide that was bowled, 2 dot deliveries. Wouldn't mind that, Mohit. I think he's getting a little bit of that heat from his counterpart from the other end. 18 on board, another 213 required. That asking rate has climbed up slightly. It's gone on to 12.1 now.
He's made an adjustment to his deep square leg. He's gone a lot squarer, more towards mid wicket. So what's the plan here? Maybe a slower ball full. Hold into the body, quick single. And yeah, good call this time. No hesitation between the pair. They make it safely.
That's good running. Even though the pressure is on, even though you know the fielders are coming into you very quickly, still taking that risk puts the pressure on the fielder, and we see we have a little bit of a change because we've got a righty-lefty combination coming in. We've got a deep mid-wicket in place.
Slightly defensive field. You're defending 230, not 130. You can afford to take a few risks in the field. I don't like that deep mid-wicket. Why give them all that space on the leg side? And he's gone after it. Hold it well wide outside off. So a bit of a double bluff there.
Slow one through the air as well, so he's got the variation in. 19 for no loss, another 212 required of 104.
And umpire Vipin Singh telling the fielding side, keep the ball in the air, don't drop it on the outfield. This is going to get wet and lose its shape very quickly, lose the seam. That's been a constant nuisance, the dew sitting on this outfield as we go later into the evening. This time nicely glided towards deep third. And the fielding, as you mentioned, has been sharp. They're working hard in the field. They're enjoying their out cricket.
Exactly, that was ordered for them, and they will definitely keep at it. 20 for no loss. One more delivery to be bowled in this over, in the third over. 20 runs worth this partnership as well. Mohit Raghav, he will come in to bowl to Taranga, the right-handed, just checking his field to make sure he's got the men at the right spot. Comes in one again, full length delivery, this hoiked up in the air, and yes, it will be taken. What a brilliant catch there. That's exactly why he had that deep mid-wicket fielder. And it's going to be Taranga. He's going to have to make the walk back to the dugout. 7 of 7 for him, and the first wicket to fall.
Well, how happy does a captain feel when a plan comes off? Just like you mentioned, it was pitched up. They invited that shot towards mid-wicket, and Haroon Ghaus takes a blinder of a catch. We've seen some screamers today in the Arabian Cricket League. Taranga gone for 7 of 8. It's 20 for 1 at the end of 3 overs.
So we've got Prateek to join Srivanta out there in the middle for ICW. Taranga wanted to go over, tempted him. Mohit Good stuff. That when you put the pressure from one end, this is exactly a good definition of bowling partnerships. You put the pressure from one end and then you create a chance at the other.
Absolutely spot on there. Shahzeb with that aggressive first over really rocked the opening pair of the Warriors. Oh, trying to cut that off the back foot. This time it was slightly fuller from Shahzeb.
I like the rhythm. Comes in, very steady run up, good load up, good jump, good delivery, and good follow through.
A very exciting prospect. This is the first time I've seen him out in the middle. He's been working hard on the sidelines waiting for his opportunity. I was curious about this lad, and he's showing he's certainly got some wheels. Very, very impressive find. And Srivanta very watchful indeed against him. All of those in-swingers spearing into his pads, so he's having to be very watchful and very correct in his defense.
Very balanced rhythm, keeps his head still. And good control, Shahzeb. Not taking anything away from Srivanta either. Watching the ball all the way till the last minute.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of the Kiwi fast bowler Tim Southey. Same balanced run-up chest on action. But then he's got that extra pace about him, trying to pull that through mid-wicket. They've got all the gaps covered currently.
3 back-to-back dot deliveries from Shahzeb. And they're asking rate climbing as well. The moment, and I think we've seen this in this format, in this series especially, once that asking rate crosses that 13.5, 14 run per over mark, starts to become a tad bit difficult for the chasing team.
Once again, the Daredevils flying all over the park. All I see is streaks of pink and black across my screen. They're herring after the ball.
This is exactly the support that you need to give your bowler. He's bowling in good lines, in good areas. Be the right fielders, release the ball quickly. Put that pressure on as well. 21 for 1. Over number 4.
After that first over going for 11, look at that, they've only conceded 10 runs in the last 2.4 overs. Fantastic pressure being created by the bowlers and the fielders. And Prateek very, very watchful indeed. Full stride out on that front foot defense.
One more delivery to come. We're still in the power play. And the pressure at this point of time is definitely on the International Cricket Warriors. Shahzeb once again to Prateek. He's yet to get off the mark. Good delivery to end the over. What an over this. Just the one from it. 4 gone, 21 for 1.
Mohit to continue. 1 for 14 in his 2 overs. Oh, he's got bad on that. That was a poor delivery. And Srivanta, that was basically a free hit. And he's capitalized on it. 4 runs.
It was the one that he was looking for. Down the leg, absolutely erring in line, and no fine leg there. Absolutely no fine leg.
Yeah, that would have been a wide even to a right-hander. So Srivantha 17 of 15. He has been bogged down a little bit facing Shahzeb Khan, looking to cut loose versus Mohit. Big swish at that outside off. Mohit trying to give him a bit of a stare, but he wasn't interested in a conversation.
Watch out is the message. And that was a much better line.
Well, Charvi, you've been captain of the UAE women's side. Of course, you know all about the art of captaincy. So I want to discuss something with you. Let's start that conversation after this delivery. 25 for 1 currently, the Warriors. Not connecting with that pull. Simple 1 run to mid-wicket. You must have had all sorts of characters in your side. Some are a bit more quiet, a bit more vivacious, like Mohit Raghav, for example. So how do you deal with all these different kinds of personalities in the same locker room?
You know, they're very different when it comes to being inside the boundary and outside. Very, very different characters. A lot of the behaviors are quite impressions that they show out there on the field. A few of them keep to themselves. They're given a role, they do their job, and that's it. The others are more very expressive, quite animated as well. And that's exactly what they would, how they would show themselves out there in their performance, and it's evident. We had some characters that were very aggressive in nature. They'll keep the vibe on, they will keep the tempo on when things are going well. At the same time, we'd have that quiet one who's observing the game from there, would come and give us a little, let's do this, let's not do that. So the ideas coming in. Always good to have the combination. What a good looking drive that is. No chance for the fielder there. Perfection from Srivantha. 4 runs.
Well, Mohit is giving a long look at Ashish Sharma. What was that? Textbook drive there from Prateek, and oh, that's a poor effort, has to be said. Went underneath his legs, and Mohit Raghav is not impressed in the least. But that was certainly a top shot from Prateek Shettigar. Nice way to get off the mark.
Wonderful way to get off the mark. 30 for 1. Mohit comes back in, slightly back of length this time, slowish through the air as well, and the single to end the over. 5 gone, 31 for 1. Shahzeb to continue, and a change in the voice in the comm box, while Ahmed takes a little bit of a break, and while Shahzeb keeps Prateek in check with that wonderful delivery. Eldon comes back into the comm box to give us company. Welcome back.
Thank you, Sharvi. Good contest between bat and ball. Warriors continuing their fight after 5 overs. 31 with the loss of the first wicket. Daredevils had the tail up, moving the ball both ways. Just a single there.
Good piece of fielding. Definitely saved a couple of runs for the side. And when you know you have a bowler that does that well, you also need the fielders to do better and step up, and that's exactly what the Daredevils have been doing right from the start. Mind you, this is the final over of the power play, and if we have a little bit of the comparison, We do know the power play score of the Daredevils. They were close to about 55, 60 runs in that 6 overs. The asking rate now close to 14 runs and over.
That looks close. That looks close. Did it pitch in line? Umpire not interested. Leg by signal. We'll wait for the replay. Maybe sliding a little down the leg side. If in doubt, always give not out. That's the basic rule the umpires follow.
Was a very confident shout there from Shazib. Come back for Pratik.
That's a beautiful line. Pitched up. Movement off the pitch. Good swing. A good carry to the keeper. Pratik stranded at his crease. Going for that expensive drive. No contact made with the bat. Warriors need to get a move on.
Just a slip in place as well for Shazib. Comes in once again. Whole movement. Look at that movement coming in and then moving slightly out. Away from the right-hander. Good delivery this. Very, very good delivery.
Required run rate picking up. Every dot ball that's being bowled. Shazib's got his tail up. Maybe Pratik could look to move a yard outside his crease. Bowling to his field. That's the end of the 6th over, end of the power play, 33 for 1.
So end of the power play. We've got a change in the bowling as well. Ashish Sharma. He's been brought into the attack from the academy end. And he comes into bowl to Srivanda. He's on 18 of 18. We'll grip the surface slightly.
Good movement to the left-hander. Angling in, no room to free his arms there. Srivanta has been there for 19 deliveries. He only scored 18, but that's very good performance, bowling performance from the Daredevils. Pink and black attack going on. Watched him come down the wicket, bowled it wide off the off stump, signaled wide by the umpire. He wouldn't mind that.
Runs are runs on board. 34 for 1 and on the 197 runs required to win this game here. ICW. Once again. Oh, gets a little bit of a shy. Some movement there. Still something for the bowlers out there in the turf.
A little bit of shadow batting by Srivanta. Thought he could have angled that down to third man. Sharma steaming in. That ball just nipped back off the surface. Inside edge down to deep fine leg. Just for a single.
Getting to that 15 run per over mark. They will need to keep at it. They're on 35 for 1. This is over number 7. This partnership worth 15.
Long on move back. Pulled away. Down to deep square leg. That ball races away to the boundary. A welcome boundary for the Warriors here. Just short of length and picked up well. He would be relieved.
Shuffled across the line slightly, pulled it away. Prateek. Ashish Sharma. Not a bad over. One extra, a boundary. It's given away 6 runs so far. Once again, rocket speed pulled away. This time to the cow corner for yet another boundary.
Well controlled shot there by Prateek. Back-to-back boundaries there. That will ease some amount of pressure for the Warriors.
Ashish Sharma.
Field change there. Cover. Move back. No run there. That's the end of the 7th. Warriors are 43 for 1.
So change in the bowling from the far end. The spin comes into attack. Ali Gohar. Shrivanta 19 of 21. Prateek 14 of 13. 43 for 1 after 7. They need another 189 runs.
Straight down the ground. Long one for a single.
They need to do a lot more than singles, Aldin. A lot more than just singles.
You're right, Chavi. They need to go for the big ones. Just lost 1 wicket here. Shivanta and Prateek need to get a move on. The run rate has picked up. 14.7. Down the leg side. Well stopped. Down to short fine leg. Ashish puts in the dive. Redeems himself from the last misfield that went right underneath him. He's given his 100% there.
Good piece of fielding. Let's have a look at that again. Very, very good piece of fielding, and threw it with the flow as well. Back to the hands of the keeper. Will maintain the pressure on.
As we know, it's very important to release the ball once you have it. Batsman may look for an opportunity to steal in the second run.
45 for 1. Third man comes up in the ring. Fine leg in the ring as well. Backward point. Cover. All of them. Looking for that drive. But we'll find the fielder in the end. just the single.
Warriors are finding the fielders for every shot they play. They need to start taking some risks here. They want to get the move on. The run rate creeps over 15. It's going to be a difficult task for the Warriors. Flick down the leg side, into the gap, down to deep fine leg, and that's a boundary. Ali Gohar just straying a little bit on the leg side. Pratik looks very strong off his legs. Flicked it, just use of the wrist, and has all the legs to go down to the boundary.
Needs to come back onto the tighter lines to the batsman. 50 up for the Warriors. This time was in the air for a while. Will go straight to the fielder. Much better delivery that from Gohar.
Pulled his length back a little bit. Kept that off stump line. Stops right there. Looks like Pratik wasn't ready when Ali Gohar started his run up.
Comes in. Wanted to cut that away, but we'll let that go straight in the hands of the keeper. So the dot delivery to end the over. 8 gone, 50 for 1.
Ashish Sharma to continue from the ICC Academy end. Again, straying a little bit on the leg side. Does not get enough bat for it to beat the fielder at short fine leg. Or just straightening up a little bit.
Still another 180 required. Asking rate above 15 runs and over. Full length delivery this time. Getting a little bit of movement away from the right-hander.
Pratik has struggled a little bit at the line that's bowled outside the off stump. Anything pitched on his pads, you will see that dispatch to the boundary. Very risky player. Again, pulls that out outside the off stump. That's gone over the fielder. One bounce to the boundary. All 3 boundaries that he's hit are pull shots. Very strong leg side player.
Fielder there a few steps in. If he would have been a few steps back, would have gone straight into his hands. A boundary means on the line and not a couple of steps in. 55 for 1. Over number 9, we're inching closer to the halfway mark in these innings. Once again, slash through. Bit of a chase for Mohit. They'll restrict just for a single. 175 needed. 6 runs have come from this over so far. Ashish has been a tad bit expensive today. He's into his second over. He's given away 16 runs, picked up no wicket yet. The left-hander in play now. Right in the block hole. A Yorker. Good Yorker to come in. Slower Yorker. Not fiery in.
Those slow Yorkers can be very deceiving. You may think that you are in a position to drive the ball as long as you watch the ball all the way till the end. Make no mistake.
Short pitch. Gets the outside edge. Will clear the in-circle fielder. Bit of a chase there. They will come back for a few. And that'll be the end of the over as well. 9 gone, 58 for 1.
Adi, go ahead to continue from the school end. Short run up. That's top edge. Keeper after it. Will he get it? Comfortable. Right down his throat. Mind you, Chavi, even if you're a wicket keeper, you've been one during your playing days. Those catches are still not easy because you know all the pressure's on you because you've got the gloves on.
Also, the ball is swirling in the air. Very difficult to get those running behind. But well, they get their man. Pratik Shettigar will have to walk back into the dugout, scoring 24 of just 21 deliveries. It's 58 for 2.
New man in, Shamim Ali. Was pretty busy in the outfield today. Took 2 beautiful catches. Oh, that's a peach of a delivery. Took Shamim by surprise. Had no idea how that ripped off the pitch. Went right off his shoulder length. Again, is that a chance? And he's out. He's out. Umpire had no hesitation there. Shivanta sent back by Shamim. There was absolutely no run there. It was right in the bowler's hand, picked up, turned around, direct hit. No doubt in the umpire's mind. He raises his finger. Shivanta goes for 24. It's 58 for 3.
Linus Stein joins Shamim out there. So 2 absolutely new batsmen for the International Cricket Warriors. 58 for 3 after 9.3. 173 is still needed. Asking rate 17 runs and over. Shamim gets off the mark. Good over this from Ali Gohar.
Gohar keeping it tight. Just giving away 8 runs. Second over. There you go. There's no run there. Even if Ali did not get that, the short cover fielder was there in position to take that throw. Complete suicide there. And is staying to face his first delivery. Again, no run there. Don't think they want to take another risk as the previous deliveries. Don't want to concede another run out.
The pressure now on the Warriors. One more delivery to come. We're halfway through the mark of these innings. Gets the outside edge, is in the air. But we'll find the fielder. They want 2, but will settle just for that 1. They get the 2. So 10 overs gone, 60 for 3.
Mohammad Hanif has been introduced into the attack. A bowling change and also a commentary box change here. Ahmed joins in after a well-deserved break. Welcome back, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Eldon. Yeah, it has been a long day for us, hasn't it? Double-header Sundays, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world. Right here at the ICCA Academy.
Completely agree, Ahmed.
Back cut once again. He's not bowling straight enough there, Hanif. Has to be a lot more accurate. But 2 new batters at the crease, Stain and Shamim Ali. 60 for 3 at the halfway stage. So not really going according to the script for the Warriors. Losing wickets in a flurry. And not scoring briskly either.
I don't see much of an intent from the Warriors. Halfway through the innings, looks like they may have given up the run chase.
And it's actually quite disappointing. When we saw the fixtures for today, I was quite intrigued about this contest. These sides are not that far off each other as today's play has suggested. Yes, the Daredevils have played beautifully, but you would expect a lot better from the International Cricket Warriors. This should have been a much more closely fought contest. But Rahul Soni with that sparkling 100 in the first innings really took the game away. Worked, shoveled onto the leg side, and Mohammad Hanif gets through his over in a flash. They'll pick up 2 on the final ball. 64 for 3.
Gohar to continue. Again, outside the off stump, late movement. And beats him outside the off stump again.
Yeah, he was the one who created that wicket of Prateek. Top edge caught by the keeper Rahul Soni, and then that brilliant run out. Fantastic athleticism. That's what he likes to do. Just run his fingers across the seam of the ball, make it cut off the surface. Meanwhile, good running between Thainis and Shamim Ali, picking up another double.
When you have a medium pace bowler with a very short run up, by the time you look up, he's already there, the popping crease. One of the greats of the game who played that game was Wasim Akram.
Well, are you calling him a medium pacer?
I'm not calling him a medium pacer, just focusing on the shorter run up.
Yeah, he had that short run up and very quick arm action. Incredible bowler. He was arguably the greatest cricketer of the 90s for me, but I'm slightly biased. Meanwhile, Ali Gohar 1 for 12, steady stuff. Outside edge, or was that a glide? A bit of both perhaps. And they can afford to be on the attack here. Required run rate of 19. The opposition, they've lost most of their top order. Why not have a slip in there, catching extra cover, catching mid wicket, create some fielding opportunities. Thainis just looking to jab that away to the offside for one.
Absolutely, Ahmed. They should try and bring the field in a little bit, tempt the batsman to go over the top. Definitely would have a chance or two.
Oh, beats his outside edge once again. Beautifully bowled by Ali Gohar. And I was just inspecting the outfield on my break, and there's not a lot of dew out there. In fact, the air is very clear. There's no fog developing, no humidity. So we can use the spinners if you like. This has been picked up on the leg side, and there's nobody out there at deep fine leg, of course. Another two. The running between the wickets of this pair has been pretty good.
I agree.
Meanwhile, over comes to an end. 71 for 3 at the end of 12.
Hanif into the attack. Oh, was that a chance? It was cut hard, but it looks like he could have just fallen short of the point fielder. Down the wicket. Heading through the covers. That's a good shot. That's raced away to the boundary. Sweeper cover had no chance. I beg your pardon. That was long off, running to the cover region.
Beautiful timing there from Shamim Ali, just stepping into that drive. And yeah, no chance for that long off at all. That's a difficult shot to execute, and he made it look very, very easy indeed. So Mohammad Hanif being counter-attacked here. Inside edge onto the pad. Well, we needed a short leg in there with the lid on.
Wouldn't harm to have a few more close-in fielders there. Turning the ball both ways. Getting down the wicket, outside edge. Will he stop it? Yes, he will. Puts in the dive and saves a certain boundary. Mohammad Hanif keeping it tight, not giving those easy ones. Oh, that's come back in sharply. No room there. Just a single. The required rate is moved up to 21. Cut and a miss. End of the 13th, 78 for 3. Adarsh introduced into the attack. Before the start of the innings, Adarsh's dad is also watching the game today. He may not want to see, may not be liking the result too much, but he should be proud that his son is bowling in today.
And that has been hit like a rocket towards mid-wicket. Thynes does pack a pretty big punch. And yeah, Adarsh, although the senior Mr. Desai is watching, perhaps that will put a bit of extra pressure on him. Hopefully he'll be able to cope with it. Swung away towards long on, just in front of the fielder Abdulaziz Ansari there. Haven't seen him come on to bowl a bit of leg spin so far.
So far, Daredevil's putting that extra pressure. Again, a short one pulled away down to mid wicket. Just one bounce. Warriors settle for a single. Stein and Shamim stealing in singles at the moment. Fly to delivery. Slog sweep. Will that go all the way? Yes, it has. It's gone a long way. Fielder at mid-wicket was just a spectator. Desai might be feeling a little bit of pressure. Just flighted that ball. Picked up well. And that's taken flight. Again, outside the off stump. No run.
Yeah, not been that bad an over. Apart from that big six. Shamim 19 of 18, playing a steady hand. And this time once again towards mid-wicket. And caught, just about caught. Bobbled there by Ali Gohar. Big smile on his face. That second grab did the trick.
Absolutely. This time, the slog sweep wasn't a full flow of the bat, wasn't a full swing. It was just halfway. Ali Gohar does well. Takes it on the second attempt. Shamim Ali goes for 19. It's 87 for 4.
Back cut this time from Thynes. He does rely on that shot a lot. Meanwhile, Azim Siddiqui coming out to bat at 6. Tell us more about his batting, Eldon.
We yet to see. It's been a while since I have seen him bat. Does a pretty decent job with the bat.
Oh, beautiful glide immediately. Good stop by Abdulaziz. He went down in installments there, but just about got behind the ball.
Abdulaziz has been quite busy in the short third man area, has put in quite a few dives, saved certain boundaries there.
Apesh, and just beyond the point fielder, Shazib was floating around that region, just not going to hand. And yeah, that first shot by Azim was not bad at all. Nicely read the spin. Stepping into that one. So Hanif giving some good overs of quiet spin here, mixing it up nicely. Looks a good addition to the squad. Struck on the pads, big appeal. And umpire Vipin Singh says no, perhaps just hitting him outside the line. Very close indeed.
Flighted delivery. Oh, as he moves his front leg across the line, hits him right outside the line of the off stump.
Yeah, and perhaps height as well. This time once again favoring that glide. No single though. Abdulaziz very sharp behind that one. And that concludes a very quick over from Hanif. 90 for 4. Adarsh continues under the watchful eye of his dad. Another fearsome cut shot by Thainas. This time Harun Ghosh had to be on the move. And speaking of being on the move and striding into the com box, it's Charvi Bhatt to close out the match with me. Good evening, Charvi. It's been a long day for you.
Good evening. Yes, extremely long day. 92 for full toss, pulled away. Bit of a misfield, but not a lot of damage done.
Yeah, of course you were busy on a 5k or 10k run in the morning, then straight to the ICC for a couple of Arabian Cricket League matches. So your Sunday has been very full indeed.
Yes, started my day very early, and that's going to go straight into the hands once again for Ali Gohar. Wicket number 5.
I think that's his catching style. He likes to bobble the ball at least 2-3 times. This time the shot was on, half tracker, but straight down his throat, and then whoa. Third time's the charm. Snatches at it, and Adarsh has got another wicket. That will please his dad a lot watching on the sidelines. 93 for 5. New batter in is Lucky Abbas. Well, his day has not been as fortunate. This time the point fielder Mohit standing in very close. So it feels like a comprehensive victory for the men in pink here, Charvi.
Most definitely. They've done well today. Even out there in the field, they've been really sharp. In the air, the ball's favourite today is Ali Gohar. End of the over, 16 gone, 94 for 5.
Charit Nirmal, the Sri Lankan all-rounder, getting a pretty late introduction into the piece, usually a frontline fast bowler. So let's see if he can nip a few wickets here as well. Oh, inside edge onto the pad. So starting in the right areas, bowling it full. In fact, it's given as leg byes. So yes, we've seen two matches gone comprehensively. First, Gems Education taking care of Rajkot Thunders, a big margin of victory, 119 runs. And then of course tonight in the second match, Dubai Daredevils led by their inspirational skipper Rahul Soni, 112, a sparkling innings, taking them to a pretty big score as well. Forced on to mid-wicket. What a shot by Thynestain. That bottom hand driving the ball into the gap for four.
Looked so much in control of that. Thynes. Look at that. Let's have a look at that again. Using the bottom hand. Knew where exactly the gap was. 99 comes up for ICW. Thynes, he's on 18 of 16. Lucky Abbas on the other hand, 1 of 3.
Got a lot of power in his wrists, in his forearms, using it to devastating effect. And this time a top edge. There is a deep third. And Charit, in the most unlikeliest of manners, has picked up a wicket.
Simple catch. Gets the top edge. Was the shot delivery. And picked up the catch. Made sure he's not stepped over the line. And Thynes, he's going to have to make the walk back into the dugout. The wicket number 6 to fall. 99 for 6.
New batter in is Hussain Juzar. 99 for 6. Well, it's been a pretty poor outing for the Warriors. They haven't shown that warrior spirit. Oh, beautiful delivery by Charit Nirmal. That was a ripper.
Just keeping the pressure on. Look at that. Look at that delivery. Good variation coming in right after he's picked up a wicket. 99 for 6.
Yeah, he's bending his back there. Of course, getting an early wicket in your spell will always give you some air under your wings. Tucked into the leg side. So Hussain gets off the mark quite assuredly. And at long last, the 100 has come up in the 17th over. Just like Rajkot Thunders earlier in the day. Well, what a coincidence.
Both the matches, the first team that batted, they've gone over 200. So if you calculate, all in all, over 600 runs have been scored today.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of 6s and 4s at the Arabian Cricket League today. Plenty of wickets as well. Trying to bash that away through the leg side. Lucky Abbas. And that will conclude a very good over from Charit Nirmal. 100 for 6. Adarsh Desai to continue, 2 for 13 on the night. Oh, inside edge, that could have gone absolutely anywhere, including the stumps.
100 for 6. Adarsh has been exceptional today. Comes in once again. Just a nudge.
He bowls with a lot of control, gives the ball a rip, and if he's bowling in the 15th, 16th, 18th overs, that means it's been easy going for the spinners tonight. They've been able to bowl their overs without much of a hassle by the dew, trying to force that through the offside.
It says a lot about the bowling, how much in control they are, how confident the bowlers are. The field is supporting them equally.
Very true, especially the Daredevils. Their out cricket has been spectacular tonight. Worked super hard in the field. Outside edge, oh, just in front of the short third. Leaping effort, and I think it was worth going for the catch to concede the boundary.
Good piece of fielding there. Let's have a look at that once again. Look at that outside edge, and it was just falling tad short, and the jump mistimed as well. Will run to the boundary.
Well, full marks for the effort. Can't fault him at all. I think it was Charit Nirmal there at short third. Fantastic athlete he is. Oh, that's a poor delivery, and the captain Rahul Soni will not be pleased. Oh, it's gone for 4. Charit once again leaping and flying all over the place. It will be given as 5 wides.
Not good this at all. Was drifting down, was looking to pull that Jazair. The Nelson on board now. 111 for 6.
Nicely back cut, but straight to the point fielder. That's much more like it. Be outside off rather than down leg, if you do want to err on one side of the pitch. 2 for 24 on the day for Adarsh. Perhaps he'll get another. Toe end of the bat, and he's scurrying after it himself. Good fielding. He'll keep it to 1. 112 for 6. So, Charit Nirmal to continue. Second last over of the game. And 119 runs. Well, that deficit will not be matched of the previous game. I would expect they'll make maybe 10-15 runs here more. But certainly, it's an important victory for the Daredevils, and the Warriors, well, a lot of rebuilding to do. They've yet to win a match in the Arabian Cricket League. They've performed well in patches. Sometimes the bowling has been good. Sometimes the batters have come to the party. They just need to put it all together in one game, Chavi.
They just need that one game to come along for themselves. Ahmed, you're absolutely right. Just to give them a little bit of a boost of confidence. 112 for 6. This is over number 19. Nirmal on his way once again. Short pitch delivery. We'll get a comfortable single.
Well, credit to Hussain and Lucky Abbas. They haven't thrown it away. Applied themselves at the crease. And of course, tomorrow, the Arabian Cricket League will continue. We only have the night fixture for you at 9 p.m. local time. It will be Ajman Heroes taking on Galleon Cricket Club. That should be a very exciting match. Both sides power packed, full of big names, big stars, UAE international players. So really looking forward to that contest. Once again, back over length. He's used that middle of the pitch area really well. Extracted some extra bounce.
113. Hussain, he's on 8 of 9. Lucky, 2 of 6. And Nirmal, he's that pressure, just maintaining that through it. Once again coming along, Nirmal, 4th delivery of this 19th over, moves across, tries to flash that, missing the bails by a jiffy. Dot delivery.
Yeah, where was Lucky Abbas going? Certainly luck is on his side on that one. He had stepped all across to the tram lines even. All 3 sticks exposed, and Charit just couldn't bowl it straight enough. But it will be victory for the men in pink. They were getting back to winning ways after a tough loss in the previous match. Much needed result for them. Full length delivery outside off, and they'll be fighting hard for a top 2 finish in the group. Of course, 16 teams in the Arabian Cricket League, 2 groups of 8. Only the top 2 of each Group A and Group B will advance to the semi-finals. 59 matches altogether over the duration of 42 match days. It's been a long tournament, attritional stuff. Whoever has had the fitness, the consistency will rule the roost at the ICCA Academy. Belted hard but straight to the mid-off. They will take a single. 114 for 6 with the final over coming up. So the final over will be bowled by the senior pacer Mohit Raghav. Bowled an excellent spell with the new ball. Picked up the first wicket, that of Taranga Jayasine. Now back in it. Big in swinger. We've seen that movement consistently for him. Excellent seam presentation. Bolt upright seam. And he's gotten that ball to hoop around even at this late stage of the game, Chavi.
Stop trying to hit the shoulder too hard, just bowling in the right areas. That will definitely give you the movement. And that's what they've capitalized on. And not only Mohit, all of the daredevil bowlers. 114 on board, slowish delivery this time, big slash. They want to, the pressure is on, they will get it easily.
Yeah, throw at the wrong end. It was Lucky Abbas who was struggling to reach the crease at the batter's side. So, just putting the final touches to this game. It's been a wonderful Super Sunday of Arabian Cricket League action. 2 fantastic batting performances. First by Gems Education, then Dubai Daredevils. Rajkot and the Warriors will certainly need to revisit the drawing board, need to reassess where are we going wrong. I feel it's the bowling that needs to improve.
118 now, 3 more deliveries to be bowled in this innings. They've held stand, ICW. Winning the toss, ICW, electing to bowl first. Slash down, offside. 1 bounce will find the fielder, just a single.
And I feel that the Daredevil side, their balance was much better today. Rahul Soni opening the innings, Haroon Ghaus slotting into the middle order. That's given them a lot more juice up top. Then of course, young Shahzeb Khan making his Arabian Cricket League debut. Very impressive with the new ball. He's got speed, he's got swing, excellent action. Lofted towards mid-on. Abdulaziz Ansari just had to dive for cover underneath. It's not going to be a 4. And they will take a couple here. That could have been dangerous. But thankfully, no alarm bells.
It was a dangerous dive there, and the ball just bounced in front of the face. One more delivery to come in this innings, the final one. That's going to be bowled by Mohit Raghav.
And of course, net run rates will come into the equation, so the Daredevils will be mighty pleased with that big boost they will get after this match. 100 plus winning target, winning score rather. Oh, that's going to be a wide. Well, the final conclusions have to be delayed for a few minutes. But yes, they will have a 100 plus run margin of victory. That will certainly help them in the final calculations when it comes to the crunch. Everybody vying to finish in the top 2 of their respective groups. And the Daredevils are rightly placed. 2 wins out of 4.
On the way in the block hole, called wide again. Down the offside. Erring in light there, Mohit. Called wide by the umpire.
And our scorer, our stats guru Abdul Wasi has just informed us that Future Mattress have already secured their spot in the semi-finals of the ACL. So only 3 spots up for grabs. And this time Mohit Raghav gets it on target, and the International Cricket Warriors will conclude their batting effort on 123 for 6. It's a 107 run margin of victory for the men in pink, led by their captain Rahul Soni with a sparkling 100, and then contributions right throughout the order. That is the batting scorecard for the Warriors though. 24 of 26 for Srivanta, the left-hand opener. Pratik Shettigar was playing well, a pretty 24 of 21. Shamim Ali and Thainis Stain hung around for a bit, but no real partnerships, no real substantial score, and they concluded on 123 with the aid of 12 runs as extras.
Just looking very quickly through the bowling card for the Dubai Daredevils. Successes for Mohit Raghav right on top. Ali Gohar, Adarsh Desai, the pick of the bowlers, picking up 2 wickets in his 3 overs for 25 runs, and Charit Nirmal contributing towards the end, 2 overs, 7 runs, 1 wicket for him. Ali Gohar, 3 overs, 16, 1 wicket for him. And we have Mohit Raghav completing his quota of 4 overs, 33 runs he gave away, picked up a wicket as well. At the end of the day, Dubai Daredevils steaming this victory through by 107 runs. Rahul Soni topping the batting card, 111 for him of just 53 deliveries, and nobody else making that mark. Looking at the summary of the match here, of this 37th match in the Arabian Cricket League at the ICCA Academy. Tomorrow we've got just a single game in the evening between Ajman Heroes and Galleon Cricket Club, and we will be taking you through that game live. Stay tuned with us. We will be back with the presentation in just a couple of minutes.
एक मिनट, कितने रन से वसी को बुलाओ उसने?
महेश, ये देखना कितने रन से जीते हैं ये लोग? पूछ।
115 के सामने लिखा है ना?
नहीं, 123 कुछ है।
नहीं ज़्यादा।
वसी को बुला, वसी
115
107 रन से।
वो स्टक हो गया था ना।
स्टक हो गया। Mic test. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyX.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League powered by FanCode. Before we begin, firstly, we would like to thank the ICC Academy and all the administration involved behind the scenes for its support in hosting this level of tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor, SkyX.net, official streaming partner, FanCode, event partner, TCM. In the 37th match of the tournament, Dubai Daredevils defeated International Cricket Warriors by 107 runs. Commencing ahead, we would now be announcing the name of the man of the match. To present the award for the man of the match, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, will be presenting the award. The man of the match award goes to, there's no surprises here, goes to the captain, Rahul Soni, from Dubai Daredevils, scoring 17 fours and 6 fours, scoring 112 of 53 balls. Rahul, congratulations, a well-deserved 100. You lost the toss. What was going on in your mind?
Honestly, we wanted to bowl first, but it's good that we lost the toss. I lost 4 tosses in the row, but I think it worked in our favour.
You captain the team, you're a wicket keeper, and you score 100. How do you do all of that at one time?
It's a confidence booster for the team, honestly. I try to manage the boys as well. The boys have been very supportive to me as well, and we clicked today. That's what we have been lacking. We were there almost, but we didn't cross the line.
You usually bat at number 3. What made you decide to open the innings today? Was it a toss again, or was it something else?
All my life I've been opening. It's just that I started batting at number 3 to balance the side. Luck was not going my way, so I thought I should go back to basics, and I opened again today.
Very good. And who do you want to dedicate this Man of the Match award to?
My wife is here, so I would like to dedicate it to her.
Very good, Rahul. I won't take much of your time. Thank you so much for entertaining us here today. I'll let you go with your team. Congratulations once again, and all the best for the rest of the matches.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's it from the center. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you all have a very good night. We'll see you tomorrow for the next game.